the absence of Brigadier General William Hoffman, Captain Warren G. McDonald, United States Coast Guard, retired, member of the MOA Board of Directors, has agreed to administer the oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I accept the office to which I have been elected.
I accept the office to which I have been elected.
I will perform the duties of that office to the best of my ability.
I will perform the duties of that office to the best of my ability.
And will, in all actions, strive for the good of the council.
And will, in all actions, strive for the good of the council.
I will uphold and enforce the council's bylaws.
I will uphold and enforce the council's bylaws.
And will promote the purposes of the Military Officers Association of America.
And will promote the purposes of the Military Officers Association of America.
All of this I now affirm in the presence of these council and chapter members here assembled.
All of these I here affirm in the presence
Close it to us. And before God and the flag of my country.
And before God and the flag of my country.
You may lower your hand. I now install you as a California Council of Chapters, CalMOA, State Director, and charge you to be faithful and diligent in discharging your responsibilities. Please join me in a round of applause.
We really want to express our appreciation to these officers who have come forth. They have volunteered. They are stepping out to do the council's business, and we are really grateful for their service at the state level. Absent from this lineup today is another individual who has served us as a state director over the years, faithfully and gallantly, and we would like to take a moment or two to recognize him. So I would appreciate it very much if Bill Gavitt, if you would come forward. And Major General Bob Butcher, United States Marine Corps, retired. Bob, if you'd come forward, please, for just a moment. Express our appreciation for all of the work, the energy expended, and all of the rest over so many years. Bill Gavitt is going to make this presentation.
This is a chance to get even with a Major General. You know, I have this man to thank or blame for my election to the Board of Directors. I asked him to write a letter of recommendation for me, and he did. And I didn't know at that time if it was kosher for a sitting member to write a letter for somebody else. I also asked an NCO and a Navy captain. I had kind of a balance. It's odd. We had a couple of fellows that should have been elected to the board, and they weren't. And I asked Admiral Ryan about that. I said, here we have two outstanding candidates. He said, hey, don't feel bad. I wrote 5, and only 2 of them were elected. It's quite a system. This gentleman was born in Mineral Springs, Virginia, West Virginia, even further from the center of things. I Googled Mineral Springs to see where it was and what it was all about. And I got a book here written in 1846 entitled The Mineral Springs of Western Virginia, with remarks on their use, diseases to which they're applicable, and a chapter on taverns by William Burke. And just let me run down this thing real quickly. This is a table of contents. Dyspepsia, ailment, treatment, mineral waters, warm springs, hot springs, sweet springs, red sweet springs, the skin, white sulfur springs, red sulfur springs, Hayes analysis of red sulfur, pithis, don't know what that is consumption curable, Dr. Hunt on the red silver, red sulfur, laryngitis, bronchitis, hypertrophy of the heart, kidneys, the bladder, uterus, diseases of the liver, chronic diarrhea, salt sulfur springs, Professor Rogers' analysis of the sulfur, blue sulfur springs, Dibral springs, alum springs, Farquhar white sulfur springs, and the chapter on taverns. I don't think you have any of those, sir. Any of those problems. I guess those springs have a curative. I went to the website of the Flying Leathernecks Museum. Yeah, you've done too much. You've done too much in your career. I note that you're 2 years younger than I, and you went far higher than I did, and so that tells me something about your talents and my lack of talent. We have a certificate of appreciation and commendation for you, General Butcher, awarded by the California Council of Chapters, CalMOA, Military Officers Association of America, to Bobby G. Thunder Butcher, Major General of the United States Marine Corps, retired. Who would have thought that a young man from Mineral Wells, West Virginia, with a BS degree in agriculture, would rise to great heights as an aviator and an officer in the U.S. Marine Corps? What is the catalyst that sparked this Marine aviator with an Aggie BS to live his life of service to his country, his flag, his U.S. Marine Corps, and to every service member in every branch of our armed forces? Research has uncovered the secret. The mineral springs in which Bobby G sprung. In fact, his nickname of Thunder was given him at birth because he arrived with a thunderous roar, proclaiming, "Here I am, world, hold on tight, for this is going to be a mighty fast ride." In fact, he has lived up to that promise. Besides supersonic flight, Bob holds the land speed records for fastest recorded driving time from San Diego to Vandenberg, and San Diego to Tulare, to attend meetings of the veterans organizations who have benefited mightily from his guidance and leadership. Everyone and everything you touch is better for having had your suggestions, your influence, your fingerprints on it, and most of all, your abundant friendship. And this is signed by Warren B. Enos, Colonel, AUS, today. And sir, it's been my great pleasure to have known you and count you as a friend. Thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you. It's truly an honor to have been able to serve in this organization. I think CalMOA has a lot to offer for the veterans of the state of California, and I'm just proud to have been a part of it.